Preparing to live stream.
Okay. I guess I'll see it. Like, how will I see it? I'll figure it out.
Go to our channel.
I'm on it.
Right. And as soon as it starts live streaming, I think it maybe
notification.
A few seconds, of a buffer, and then it'll give you a notification that
all right,
we're streaming.
Got it. Okay. It's 6 o'clock. It's saying it's live right now.
To get this out of my ear because it is. Yeah, I had to mute it because it was giving me the feedback.
Yeah.
All right. Share my screen.
There we go. Yeah. That needs to be cut off. All right. We live, brother.
Uh-oh.
I'm on here. We live. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hey. Say we got 2 people on. Hi.
Hello, beautiful people.
Hello.
I am Jared, the football genius Burgess.
And I am Stephanie Fitzpatrick, aka the Advantage Coach.
And this is finally here, the 100th episode.
Oh my gosh. Wow. What an accomplishment. That's all I can say.
I look back over these 2 years and just think of like how truly dedicated we've been to putting this podcast out
right
every week. So in looking at the numbers, right?
Yeah.
We probably have only missed about 5 weeks in 2 years.
Yeah.
Which when you think about it is nuts.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, but we love it so much. Like, we don't even care. Like,
right. Like this is certainly, you know what I'm saying, for the both of us, like a passion project.
Yeah,
you know
for sure. Yes, definitely.
It's something, well, we ain't the money gonna come, but it's something that like we hadn't worried about that. Like,
that wasn't the issue. That wasn't the point of this.
Right at all.
Yeah.
And we're just eternally grateful, for all of you who've listened, watched, gave feedback, shared, you know what I'm saying? And we're especially grateful for our guests, like the people who've come on, who've showed us love, and who've like, really helped us out with this process, came on and really gave their opinion about matters, you know what I'm saying, who broke the tie and our who's really rights, you know what I'm saying? So we wanted to celebrate with all of our people during this episode. So we got folks who have been guests, folks who probably should have been guests, you know what I'm saying, and just friends of the show. So we're gonna get these folks in here right now. We got 2 people waiting.
Okay. Let them in. Let's go.
Let us see.
Let us see.
Oops.
What's happening?
Man, what happened, man?
Jamia! Hey, Jamia!
I'm back now, man. I'm back in the living room color.
So we were talking about this before the podcast started. Jamia, along with Cord, was actually one of our first guests.
Yes.
Nice.
So it was only right for us to have Jamia on here. We truly appreciate you, Jamia.
I love you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of y'all.
Thank you so much.
Y'all my people.
That's right. It's fam. Like
Right.
real talk. Everything works together. Like whatever we do, we all do it together.
We all do together, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we in this for sure. So yeah.
And we got
all
my
right.
guy on. He just was a host. I mean, he just was a guest, excuse me, a few weeks ago. But he is certainly a friend to the show, and this is the second time he's been on in less than a month.
So now you get your own Kool-Aid, like
right,
we tell
yeah,
everybody else. You're not a guest anymore. You family, sir. So.
Look, but he the type, he would have did that the first time he came on.
I'm not mad at
looking
that
in your
at
refrigerator,
all.
like, hey man, what you doing?
I'm not mad at that at all.
Man,
oh, I love it. All right.
To celebrate this show, we'll get to you in a little bit, J-Boy.
Mm-hmm.
But Jamia, I think one of the first things before we jump into this, who's really right, and both of you all to be able to participate in this, before we get to this, who's really right, Jamia, we want you to talk a little bit about what you're doing right now, both personally and professionally. Like, you know, what's going on with New Breed Works, and what are you doing, Jamia? What's going on with you?
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. So New Breed Works, for those who don't know, we are a student athlete development company, and our whole goal is to educate, empower, and equip student athletes for success in life after sport. So right now we're in the process of creating an online curriculum called the Exchange Zone. That will be hosted online. It'll be available for parents and for students, and basically will help guide them through finishing high school, transitioning to college, applying to college, life skills, all the things that we know that are important for student athletes and just for students in general. So although we focus on student athletes and that's our passion, this particular course will be applicable to really all grade levels. It is geared towards juniors and seniors, but a ninth grader, 10th grader can definitely benefit from the information that will be shared in the course. So the course is scheduled to drop in March, the top of March. So just be on the lookout for that. We're looking to partner with high school coaches, athletic departments, parent associations to be able to offer this product to you and your student athletes, because we know, and we're really big community. We know that it takes all of us, that it takes a village to raise our children and to help steer them in the right direction. So we're just trying to do our part and however we can partner with you guys and help you guys along this journey, we want to do so. So check out newbreedworks.com for all updates. And also our Instagram is @newbreedworks. And you'll see the kind of things that we're doing. Also, in conjunction to that, we host a speaker series right now every other Tuesday on YouTube. On Instagram. Instagram Live this Tuesday coming up. We have Kennard Backman on there. So he's a former NFL player. So if you want to check that out, join us at 7:30 on IG Live on this Tuesday.
Yes. Couple of weeks.
And your very own will be I'll be doing the interview.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You'll be that's in the interview this week. So we had Deck on 2 weeks ago, and then prior to that, we had Keelan Johnson on. So we're really excited about it.
Yeah, that's cool. I got to check out the one with Santia Deck, and that was dope.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah. We covered her, and we did our research and everything like that, but it was still some things that we found out during the interview that we didn't know.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. Next level.
Yeah. Right. Yes, for sure.
Absolutely. All right, let's jump into this. Who's really right?
Yeah,
okay?
let's go.
So
hey now, let's see.
Huh?
Let's see.
So for this who's really right, and again, like we all gonna give our opinion, but we'll all answer, you know what I'm saying? But we gotta keep it concise, because I could delve deep into a couple of stories about this. But as currently constructed, can the New Jersey Nets win a championship? Excuse me, the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, thank you.
My bad.
I say they can.
Okay.
And I was having this conversation with someone today, and it's like, we know they beat the Lakers last night. The Lakers are down AD, and I don't think KD played, but like every night is something different, right? They may score 132 points, then play no defense. So it's hard. Like, I'm just hot and cold. Like, I don't know. I think they can win it, but like they just haven't shown consistency with all three playing together. At first, I didn't think it was enough ball to go around because they're all ball dominant players, right? So it changes for me like every week. Like it's up and down, man. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's real. No, we kind of had this conversation a little bit last night too. Jamia and I were kind of talking about this a little bit last night, and for me, it's the addition of James Harden makes this so difficult for them to figure out how you, like Jamia said, like you got ball dominant dudes on this team. I don't know how this really meshes in the long run to help them. I just don't. I mean, and I'm a KD. Like that hard KD, that's my boy. But it's not him. I'm not. It ain't about him. You know what I mean? Like I'm more concerned about them other two of these big three. One, I just not sure about his mental stability, and the other one is just a big baby. So I'm not really sure.
Oh man,
how this is gonna work out. We'll see though. We'll see.
What you got, boy?
Well, I don't like KD, so I'm gonna tell you no already. Nope. Won't work. Nah.
Shots fired.
Yeah, that's at you, coach. But yeah, like Jeremiah said, the too many ball dominant players, man. I don't know how it's gonna work. And me personally, I don't see once LA gets healthy, I don't see them going down. So that's just my point of view, man.
Yeah.
I don't like KD. Point blank,
listen, we heard you the first time.
What about the second time? You heard me the second time too, right? Okay. As long as you heard me the second time, I'm good.
I can't roll with you on that. KD from the crib. You know what I'm saying? DC or nothing. DC or nothing.
Hey, that's right. Well, whatever it is you like about it.
He from DC or Maryland?
Right.
Man, he from the DMV.
I was just trying to ask, was he from the District of Columbia or was he from Maryland? I don't know.
DMV.
Woo!
It's all one area.
All one thing.
It's one area.
Yes, it's one area.
All one big conglomerate for them. They claim everything.
It's one area when we want to claim.
See, exactly. See,
anything in the general vicinity, they gonna claim it. Okay.
You from Baltimore? Come on, you from?
Come on over here, right?
Nah, but my take on this is, as currently constructed, they can't win the championship. They need a rim protector and they need a little more depth. But one thing I can say is, I think Kyrie Irving and James Harden have figured it out already. I think they do. I think that James Harden is going to be the point guard. He's going to handle the ball. And as you can see, he's right now averaging 11 assists a game, and he might be going north of that, right? So he's going to be the playmaker. Kyrie has already said that he can step back and be the two. Okay. And I think that's the only way that this thing can work.
Only way.
You remember we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, Step. One of them was going to have to make that decision.
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. I can work without the ball in my hand.
Right.
And you could see it last night. And I didn't get to see the game live, but you could see it last night when I was looking at the highlights. Kyrie is embracing that role.
Well, he's gonna have to with James Harden. I don't know how you do it. I mean, he's gonna have to. Honestly.
He can make it look bad. He really can. He can make it look bad. Like,
yeah.
I could see one of those situations like on the Fresh Prince when when Carlton was trying to snatch the ball over.
Nah.
That speaks to their maturity, because I didn't think that they would be able to figure it out, and certainly not this soon. And to see them, and not that they won't have hiccups, because I believe that they probably will, but to see them be able to figure it out, especially against a team like the Lakers, and even though they were down AD, they still had Bron, and Bron is the X factor, you know, and to see them figure it out, especially defensively, because they held the Lakers to under 100 points.
Right.
So, but I don't think that they can win the championship.
No.
Not this year.
Nope.
Not currently constructed.
Nope. They will not. And just to your point, I will say James Harden, I think he trusts who he's around more. And that might be why you see him being more of a passer. But don't let him lose the trust. It's over.
Yeah. Oh, he gonna start, but he gonna start gunning. Before we pass it to you, J Boy, so you can tell us what you're doing right now. And I know you just did this a couple of weeks ago, boy. I want you to reiterate. Let me introduce Mr. Cord Parks. Just stepped into the group with us. What's going on, my brother?
What's happening, team? What's happening, family?
What's going on, man?
Hey.
How we doing?
We're good. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm good. Oh, there he goes.
And we got Wheelay, Wheelay Wilson.
Yay, Wheelay. What's
up? How y'all doing?
We good.
All right, so
you know that man, don't you, Wheelay? You know that man right there, don't you? That man, Cord Parks, right there.
I had trained with you about 6-7 months ago.
Yeah.
We was at some park or some field. I can't even remember.
Yeah.
On the cab.
Yeah. Home. What we call it, DB 1-on-1 land.
Yes, sir.
DB 1-on-1 land.
Yeah. Canterville Stadium. It's Buck Godfrey Stadium now, but
man.
It get real out there.
Hey, look, J Boy, we might have to get you down there to do some 1-on-1s, man.
Hey, man,
you got to come down
now, bro. Hey,
I ain't gonna lie to look stuff.
I got to stretch for a month.
This stuff been bothering me lately too. These knees and stuff. I'm like, man, all the time, don't play.
Right. If he's saying that, I know I need about a good month to stretch. A good month, man.
Oh God.
J Boy, let's jump to you right quick, man. Let everybody know like what you got going right now. Then we're gonna jump into your who's really right. And we all are gonna throw our opinion at it. So the floor is yours, sir.
All right, so of course, I came on a few weeks ago and we talked about Minority Against Injustice, the nonprofit that we started down here in Miami. Right now we have an event coming at the end of February. It's like a Black Business Spotlight where we will present 4 Haitian chefs down in South Florida. Basically, they'll come on and they'll answer some questions about how they've been operating within the pandemic, what they've done for the community, and kind of highlight their specialty dishes. And basically just give them a platform to get out there and let people know what they're doing, where they can be reached at, and how they can, impact the community down in South Florida. So that will be at the end of the month, most likely the 27th or the 28th. So right before Black History Month ends, we'll get some good Black history moments rocking down in South Florida, man. So that's what we have going right now, man.
Man, we love it, man. We love it. We're going to have you back on the show again, man. But we're going to jump into who's really right. But your reasoning for starting, Minorities Against Injustice, like just that whole story, I would love to dig into that right now. But I do know we got to keep moving. So we're going to have you back on the show because you got to tell that story again, man. I
man.
Story. So your who's really right is, do you think 5-star football players will follow the 5-star basketball players and jump to some of these HBCUs?
Oh, man. I don't think so, man.
Nah?
Well, okay,
I don't think so, man. And I say that football and basketball, 2 different sports, man. Totally 2 different sports. You could dominate basketball with one player, right? But football, you literally need them other 10 guys on your side of the field, just on offense or defense, whatever side you play on, to actually be progressive and actually do something productive. And with black colleges, man, I wouldn't change the world, my route, the way I went black college, because that's all I had. So it wasn't like I had a choice anyway. So I wasn't going to Alabama or nothing like that. But I think if you're given a choice right now, and nowadays, I don't think they do it, man. Just because of, you play football because you want to be seen. You want people to watch you play. And so going to those, them Power 5 schools, you guaranteed to be on TV 6 times a year at least. So for your family that can't travel to come see you, they could flip the TV screen and watch you play. Going to a black college, you may get on once a year, like homecoming, a classic game, something like that. You know what I mean? So you may hit BET or some ESPN 3, the Ocho.
The Ocho.
You know what I'm saying? You may hit one of those screens, but especially with football, you want to be seen. So you want everyone to see, your skills, your progression, and going to the black college, man. I don't think they'll do that just because they don't have that visibility, I guess I would say. And then also just what's available at the school isn't just think about a visit, right? Yeah. So like I said, I've never taken a visit to a Power 5 school, but I can only imagine what I've seen on TV and movies. That's what I'm gonna say, right? So I always think back to he's got game. You know what I'm saying? Like Ray Allen going to the school, and it's a party, but it's a party. Like that's what it is, right? So think about it. So I'm just gonna use Howard as the example because that's where I went to school at. Howard shows me, I go through the tunnel and I go to the stadium and they got my name and stuff on the board. But that's not a field that I want to run out to that looks great every day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just using Howard, just an example, because that's all I know. Yeah. So I can't speak for any other black college or anything like that. But it's just not appealing, man. Then you got like the weight room and stuff, like all these different things that come into perspective with black colleges versus, these FBS schools. It's just, I don't think it's comparable, man. And like I say, we've all seen it. A cat don't set the bench 3-4 years and then played 1 year at PWI and then got drafted somewhere around the way. You got cats that don't start at 4 years and ain't got a shot just because of where they came out with black college. So, if you think about your future-wise, I don't think people will start to do it unless it becomes, I guess it becomes, popular within the community. People start doing it, but unless a lot of us start to do it, I don't think it's going to happen, man.
Yeah, Jamia, what you think, Jamia?
So here's the thing, because I've talked about this. I think that it's going to take someone has to go first, right? Like what Deion is doing at Jackson State is trailblazing. We've never seen that before, right? So I think Deion has opened the door and he's blessed to have had sons that could have gone Power 5, decided to come with him to Jackson State. So I'm interested to see how that's going to shape the trajectory of the trend, because I do think that former players and those players that are really skilled may look at it, Deion, and say, well, I can go to FAM. I can go to Tuskegee. You know what I'm saying? I can go change the culture at these places and give these kids opportunity, because Jackson State is probably going to look like UGA when it comes to facilities in a couple of years, because now they have a name. Now people want to support them. People want to give them money. So I think what Deion has done has helped move that along, but it is going to be some athletes that are just going to have to go and be the first, and they may not necessarily reap the benefits of what they should, but they have to lay the foundation and show like, hey, let's support these HBCUs. Even back in the summer when all this social injustice was happening, you had players, maybe not like Power 5, maybe not top tier Power 5, but maybe mid tier, that were like, hey, I'm out. I'm about to go to a smaller school. I'm going to HBCU for whatever their personal reasons were. So, but I do agree, like basketball and football is different, but I think it's totally possible. And I think Deion Sanders has started something that can help move that along a little quicker. And it's going to take time to build up. It's not going to happen overnight. They're not going to win overnight, but I think we're going to start to see a little shift there. I don't know how quick it's going to be, but I think we're going to start to see that.
Right.
Real quick.
Or where you at?
Jay Reed, can I jump in real quick?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with her 100%, man. But then at the same point, we need more coaches like Deion too. That's going to bring, because Jackson State, he is doing tremendous things for Jackson State.
Right.
Grabbing these players to come out here, believe in what he's preaching. But we need more coaches like him that they would accept that all these different colleges to attract those players that we need. So if we can get more Deions at these colleges, we rocking. We in the right direction. I'm with you.
Yeah.
All right.
Core, where you at with it?
Well, I'm going to say that I believe that it's going to happen. We got this new thing coming in called NIL, name, image, and likeness. That is going to level the playing field when it comes to this, because money won't really be an issue. Mm-hmm. So, as far as kids being able to build their brands and do the things like that, I went to a 1AA school and I was able to make it to the league, and I've seen a lot of guys that didn't go Power 5, and if you good, they're gonna come and find you. Now, like you said, I agree. When you walk into a Power 5 facility, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah. It is a beautiful thing. But at the same expense, I mean, some of these kids are understanding I can be a big fish in a little pond. And they can have success and they can win. And like we said, with what Deion has done, we're seeing that. I mean, it's just the game is changing, the transfer portal. It's just so much different things that, like, a lot of guys are getting the Power 5s and like, you know what, it ain't all it's cracked up to be, or whatever the case may be. So I feel that it's a game changer, especially with the NIL. NIL is going to be game changing. Obviously, we got to see the regulations and all that kind of stuff, but definitely, I mean, I feel like every player right now should be building their brand, should be, because it's gonna level it. It's gonna level it. I think the kid, what was the kid from was it Central Florida, the kicker who was the YouTuber? Like they tried to make him, they tried to make him choose. Like this kid was making almost $1 million a year, and it's like, well, you either gonna do a scholarship or play. And like he was like, I'm good.
I can pay my own way.
Yeah, so I feel like I agree with what everybody's saying. Is like the more we band together and just start educating each other in these spaces and understanding we do hold the power, we're gonna see a lot more kids like, okay, you know what? I don't necessarily have to go here.
Yeah.
Facts.
So
we lay.
All right, we lay. You a Black college graduate?
Yes, sir. I'm fresh out of HBCU, and honestly, my answer, I think it's already happening now. I think I talk to my peers. I deal with people that's on their way to college, in college, and they're mentioning HBCUs when they talking about dream schools now. And that was a thing that wasn't happening when I first got to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might tell somebody that you go to Alabama State or Alabama A&M or Jackson State, and they like, what's that? Like, where they play at? You know what I'm saying? Now it's a little different. You say more HBCUs and they more aware of what's going on. I think the biggest problem was like the conversation that me and my peers had when we was in the locker room and stuff like that. Our biggest thing was, we don't really want to go to an HBCU. We'd rather go to a PWI because we feel like we got a better chance of getting to the league, just being completely honest with you.
Right.
But I feel like now, you know what I'm saying, when I talk to my peers and stuff like that, it's like we got the same equal chance almost now, you know what I'm saying? So that is playing a big part too. And like Core said, and which I live by, if you can play, they gonna come find you. Like straight up. I didn't seen guys from D2s, from D3s, NAIA, like we all didn't seen it. They can find you. You know, we got social media now. It's the game changed. Like, so yeah. And I want to say one more thing. It's some HBCUs out here with some okay facilities. I know that's a bad rep on a lot of HBCUs, and it's facts though, because I would say about 80% of HBCU facilities is not the best. But I'll put Jackson State Stadium up against 75% of the FBS stadiums in the country right now. They got a nice stadium. You got schools like Prairie View, they got a beautiful stadium, beautiful facilities.
So you know the AD that's at Jackson was at Prairie View.
Wow, I did not know that. No,
so that's what kind of sparked this
that
whole
makes sense.
situation.
Yeah.
Young black guy who I mean he moved ways at Prairie View. Like we seen with them, them facilities.
Yeah. Southern, nice. They're another one. It's another school. Alabama State.
Alabama State,
yeah.
It's HBCUs out here that, you know what I'm saying, they okay. You know, it ain't like some Georgia, some Alabama type of stuff, but that'll come. I think what Deion just did is like that spark that we needed. You know what I'm saying? I think I feel like he just sparked it, and I'm anxious to see where it's gonna go from here. But I think it's happening now.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
You want to give yours?
Listen, I'm just gonna say everybody. I'm gonna agree completely about the whole. Deion was the catalyst, and we're gonna see. And I believe that the other point that Jamia made about some of these kids from these FBS schools just said, you know what? I think I want something different. And so they're giving HBCUs that chance, you know what I mean? To give them something different because it will be different. So, yeah.
Can I say one more thing before we change topic?
Oh, yeah, no, go ahead.
All the guys who might be in the transfer portal, who might be in high school right now, I'm telling you the truth. You're going to have way more fun at an HBCU. That's all I'm saying. Take what you want out of that. That's all I'm going to say.
I wish I would have had an HBCU experience. I ain't gonna lie.
Me too, Cord. I say that all the time.
You know,
me too.
Listen,
yeah,
you can still have it. Go to Howard Homecoming. Go to Howard Homecoming one year.
I ain't gonna lie. I had the opportunity to go to GHO and
okay.
that thing was lit.
Yeah.
We did a show down there.
So you know.
You know what? So we played there, but you know, we didn't get to go out or anything like that. Yeah, they didn't let us go out, but we played them for their homecoming. But you know, no disrespect to the Aggies out there, but Howard Homecoming is a little different. It's a little different. It's we in the Metroplex, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all got to take a trip up to DC one time.
They got to, man. They got to. I had buddies that my dogs went to Florida. They came up freshman year, dog. They was like every year, they was like, I'm coming. I was like, I know you want to. I know you want to come. But we can't take you right now.
Right.
Man. You're on the waiting list.
Oh
Put you on the waiting list, dog. But Jackson State plays FAMU. Was that Labor Day weekend at the crib in Miami? If y'all want to come down,
don't start no
Jackson
stuff,
State play FAM.
Listen, man, you know I'll be.
I'm just saying.
Don't start.
I'm just saying, fam.
You'll have a whole gang of people in your house.
My little, my little cousin at fam. We ready.
Listen.
We ready, man. We open arms.
Okay.
Y'all come on down. We can host a show at the game, pregame, and the tailgate.
Oh man, listen. We might need to set that up.
Listen, stop getting me all hyped up, sir. Stop it.
Hey, don't threaten me with a good time.
Oh man.
You saying that now to that house full of
Right. Hey, you know what though?
Cassidy.
You know what? The funny thing is, our 10-year reunion of our very first game, it was Texas Southern versus Howard. So our first year was 2003. That was our very first game. So in 2013, we all went to Houston for Texas Southern versus Howard. Now, God bless your wife, because this dude had about 7 to 8 people piled up into that little 2-bedroom apartment.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
She
Yeah,
had
God bless your
yeah.
wife. Cause
Yeah, 'cause
woo-wee, boy, when they
she had to
left, it
bear
would
with
have
us
been
for
ugly.
2-3 days.
Hey, she had no choice at that point, man.
Oh
We was
my
ready.
God.
Man.
Yeah,
All right,
no, but yeah,
let's jump into
that's a bet. You know, Jameer, me and Jameer, look, Jameer's the huge Deion Sanders fan. So
Oh yeah, that's right.
like, so
don't get me. I just love them.
right.
Oh man. All right, let's
All
jump into
right.
Relay. Relay, what you got going right now, man?
At the moment right now, I'm just trying to build my brand, which is very tedious and annoying at times. You don't always get the responses that you want at first. But yeah, just trying to build my brand every day, just trying to be consistent on the days that I don't feel like doing certain things. Try to get up out of bed and do it, and just stick to my plan. I have a plan, and just stick to it, and the results come.
Yeah.
Well, what's the name of it?
What's the name?
What...
That's right. Tell them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have a clothing line that I started in June of last year. Obsessed with Profit. I have a jacket on right now.
Okay.
I got
All right.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so that's a large part of what I've been doing. I've also been investing. I had went to school and studied finance, and I had a teacher that kind of introduced me to investing a little bit, and then I just fell in love with it. And I plan, once I get big enough in like the investing world, I plan to bring my people, if you know what I mean, into investing, because a lot of us don't know nothing about it, but it's a lot of money in investing, like a lot of money and opportunities. So, those are two of the biggest things that I got going right now.
Oh, and can I just say this before we go to his Who's Really Right? I'm too old for it, but Relay got these women's jogging suits, like these track suits with the little crop top. It's so cute and the most beautiful colors. I'm too old, so I told him I just wait. But yeah. But no, real dope.
Why you too old for it?
Listen, sir, we ain't even going there. Let's keep going. Me and a crop top? No.
Hey, Relay, real quick, man. I was watching the episode of you earlier. This is when you first came on, and I remember you saying you was gonna give all these free tips, man. And I was happy to see that, man. Has anyone actually reached out to receive those tips from you?
I get messages and stuff every day. I just got a message an hour ago about somebody asking me, like, basically, like, how can I start? The type of questions I get, you can tell, like, people literally like don't even know where to start, because that's always the most common question. Like, where exactly do I start? Like, what site do I go on to even create the account? And I'm just like, dang, like, so yeah, I get questions and I love to help people. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just, as I get older, I'm learning that a lot of opportunities, how do I say this? A lot of opportunities I and my peers may not have been given a chance to. Y'all get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
A lot of opportunities I didn't get, or I wasn't made aware of, or I didn't know nothing about. So I just try to, bring some awareness to, all of my friends and whoever else want to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all I don't want to get too political.
No, you're good.
Nah,
we get it.
Yeah.
We get it. Yeah, we get it. We love it. Yeah.
You're on track, man. You're on track.
Yeah.
There's a young man by the name of Aristotle Investments. I don't know if you're familiar.
I follow him. Yeah, Aristotle lit.
Yeah. So I work with him with some stuff behind the scenes. So I would love to connect you with him so you could.
Oh, look at this networking going on.
Yes.
Yes.
Get some stuff. That guy makes a ton of money giving out information, and information is the key. A lot of us, like, that's how we're doing what we're doing now, networking and, building our brands and stuff like that. But listen, you light years ahead of the curve if you're thinking about investing right now. Because
right. Yeah,
a lot of us that wish we would have started, a lot younger. But I mean, yeah, man, keep doing your thing and even investing in yourself with your clothing brand. I mean, that's huge because as we know, I'm a big advocate for it. I don't wear nothing designer or none of that. I support my people around me. So it's funny when you wear stuff and people like, where you get that from? You're like, oh, that's, you know, that's my little friend, or that's this, that. And or it's when somebody asks you, like, what is that? And you able to say, oh no, this is mine.
Right. That's dope. Man, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's mine.
That is, that's mine. So, you know, you become a walking billboard for yourself. So, man, kudos.
Love it.
What you're doing.
I appreciate
that.
Yeah.
So proud. That's my baby. Yay.
All right, we're gonna do this. Who's really right? We're gonna do this one where
super fast.
Yeah, we're gonna do it super fast. We're gonna ask. We're gonna start with you. I'm gonna ask the question, and everybody's gonna go around and they're gonna say their name. Okay, like the name of the person that they choose. So, without further ado, who's the greatest athlete of all time? Wile.
But before I answer, I completely agree. This is going to go super fast because the answer is super legit, and I'm gonna give you the facts. The greatest athlete to ever walk this earth or any other earth is Floyd Money Mayweather, and here's why. Here's why. Here's why. First of all, in my opinion.
Ain't nothing quick about
you. Gonna make me start flipping stuff over in this house.
Right.
In my opinion, he plays one of the hardest sports there is. I feel like you gotta be in one of the best types of condition to get in the ring and box. I feel like since that sport is a solo sport, there's no excuses. You can't blame it on no teammates, or they can't say that your success is dependent on this person. It's man on man in that ring. And he's never lost. I mean, he's 50-0 over a 19-year career span, not losing. And the knock is, well, he don't throw a lot of punches. He played defense. This man has 27 knockouts. That's over 50% of his fights. He knocked them out now. So you got to be able to throw a punch to knock somebody out. And I'm not done. I mean, y'all like numbers. They say the numbers don't lie. What the man that made the most money, the man that made the most money in sports out of anybody, if that means anything. And for my last point, look at him off the field. Floyd Money Mayweather. Money Mayweather, baby. I mean, it's the fact. Now I'm waiting somebody to argue that. Y'all tell me another name.
I'm glad I'm in my meditation chapter.
Y'all tell me another name.
Nah, listen.
I am so glad I'm in my meditation chair right now. My blood pressure would have went through the roof.
It was going to take too long for all of us to build our cases for the person that we have.
Yeah. So we just got to give our names. We can't build. Look, it was his question, so it's fair.
It's
respect.
Absolutely
respect.
Yeah.
But no, I love the fact that he actually built the case for Mayweather.
No, that was a great case.
Yeah,
my face was all twisted when he first said it.
Right.
I like the knockout percentage. I like the knockout percentage you presented. That was
I didn't even know that. All right, Jamia, who you got?
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Okay. Cord.
Serena Williams. I want to come and lay some facts down, but I'm gonna just.
Man, listen.
That's a good one.
Somebody just put up a comparison of Serena Williams majors versus Tom Brady's majors, and
it ain't no comparison.
I just want to throw one look. Can I just put one look? Her career record is 851 to 147. My God.
Yeah, hey, my God.
Yeah. I mean,
I had an honorable mention in there, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. I don't want to start no fights on this pod.
Wait, hold. Cord, throw us your honorable mention.
I ain't doing it. You know where I'm going.
It's the same person I'm thinking of.
You know where I'm going, Jared.
Oh my gosh. No, don't you do that.
Wait. See, I don't know where
you better not.
So he got to go there.
Now. I'm gonna address it when it's my turn. I'm
gonna let Jared address it.
Okay, so I gotta wait till Jared go. Okay.
Yeah.
I go with Usain Bolt, man. That's me.
Okay.
That's me. For 9 years, bro, he dominated the game. That's it.
Yeah.
No teammates, by himself, solo.
Serena.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Hey,
I'm not gonna argue against you at all. At all, that is not my place. But I like you saying.
Step.
This
That where you at?
15-year-old.
I gotta go with Cord. I gotta go with Cord. It's Serena for me.
Okay.
She's
much you pay
dominated
to say that?
tennis like nobody's dominated any sport. Period.
Sport.
Yeah.
Period.
Well, so it's a sweep. Step, Cord. If Serena Williams was a man,
That's
we wouldn't
right.
be having this
We
conversation.
wouldn't even be talking about it.
We would not be
You're
talking
right.
about it because and I'm gonna tell you for me, I totally understand Floyd. I totally understand why you would say Michael Jordan.
I understand both.
You know, I completely understand you saying both. If it wasn't for Serena, I would throw LeBron in there. That would be my guy.
Oh, is that him? Is that it? There we go. That's his.
That's his honorable
There we go.
Yes.
Now I know where
I
he
said
was
that.
going.
That was it.
But I'm gonna tell you,
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you one thing that none of those other people that you name have ever done. They've never won a championship pregnant.
There you go. That's the one. Hello, tell them she won the
They've
Australian
never
Open
won a
pregnant.
championship
And none of them
pregnant.
other people y'all mentioned can get pregnant and be out there doing it. So
Hey,
hello.
hey, Mayweather got a lot of money, but I don't even think he can pay to get it. That's just my opinion.
Question.
Man. All right, look. Hey, well, let's jump to Cord. We're gonna
But
jump
the
to
fact
you.
that you said Mayweather,
You gotta respect
like I
it.
said,
Yeah, you
I
got
got-
to.
That's a question for all of y'all.
Huh?
What is the ultimate goal when you're competing in sports? What's the ultimate goal?
championship.
Win.
Win. Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Did he-
so
You know what?
we
all
like
y'all
let me
people had in common that mine didn't.
they
You don't know
lost.
what
They
it feels like
lost.
to lose. He
Whoa,
don't know what that feel like.
because context
It
matters.
Matters. Yes.
When in basketball, you got to play the best person.
Yeah.
In track, you are running against the best person. In boxing, because of how political boxing is, you can choose your opponent. You can choose your opponent when they're coming on the downslope of their career. You can duck opponents. And with all these other sports, you can't do that. The reality is, as good as Mayweather is, a lot of his fights, he took those fights on the downslide of his opponent's career.
Or when they were, and that's the thing about boxing. So when people become professional, some of these jokers do not really be professional. They carry the title.
I agree.
Professional.
I agree.
You know, you can go and fight and do 3 fights and be considered a professional. You know, at the boxing.
Yeah.
It don't take much to
get there.
It's little JoJo walking down Keller Road right now. Think he a professional boxer.
Yeah.
I'm just,
And one thing to add too, and hands down as far as like fighting, Mayweather beat what's my man name from Brooklyn? Got
Zab.
the bald head.
Zab Judah.
So
Zab
he fair and square hands, he beat Zab.
Yeah.
But that should have been an L. Anytime your trainer comes into the ring, and that's an automatic disqualification. And so because they bent the rules for him in that instance, it makes you look at a lot of his career like, was he put there? And let me, that sounds like I'm trying to take something away from Floyd, and I promise that's not what I'm trying to do. And I'm also trying to give context. I'm trying to give context to his career because I guess that, I did just kind of take a little bit away from him.
Don't worry about it, bro. It's okay.
Hey, 50-0. That's
listen, you can't
that's all I got to say. 50.
You can't dispute that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's fair to say that 50-0 and disqualify everybody else who had losses. You don't get to make your schedule when you're a tennis player. You don't get to make your schedule when you're a basketball player.
851 matches.
Yeah. I don't got the number in front of me. How many Grand Slams she got?
26, 27?
Okay.
Somewhere in there, 26 or 27. Yeah.
That's
I don't
27
know if y'all
Super
heard
Bowls.
this. It was She did an interview with someone and they was in a house and she don't even like, she had a second place trophy somewhere and she was like, yeah, I don't even keep those. I throw them in the trash.
Like, why is that?
Believe it.
She was like, second place, what is that? I don't even know what that means.
I can believe it.
I love it too.
Yeah.
Step on them.
I'm mad.
Step on them. Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Man.
That's dope.
Yeah,
All right, I'm sorry, Cord. My bad, man. It's your time. let's tell us about, man, what you got going on now, because you got a lot going
on. So we just did an amazing taping. We'll be dropping Exchange Zone very soon, coming very, very soon. So we just did that. Still building my management and consulting company out, planning to really focus on a lot more athletes this year, especially with the NIL coming up. So helping the youth and student athletes be able to monetize and do better with their brands. I feel like every student athlete right now should have a social media platform, a YouTube, Instagram, all of that. That's your exposure and that's your opportunity to put yourself out there. And yeah, I'm here. I'm here with this. Episode 100. We are here. We are here.
Okay.
Hey, can you back up so I can see the full shirt? It's all money in.
Like a Brinks truck. This is my neighborhood nip shirt. It's one of my favorite shirts.
There we go.
Yeah.
My man.
My favorite nip shirts, man. I bought this before my man passed. Out at the store. Yeah.
R.I.P. to Nip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
For sure.
All right. So Cord.
Come on with it.
Should the Browns hold on to OBJ or should they get the best haul for him?
Here we go. Now, for the sake of my autographed Browns OBJ jersey, they should hold on to him because I would really like for that item to be worth. We know the business. Yeah. Get what you can for him. Mm-hmm. I just don't know. I don't know the path for him right now because it's seeming to be. This is my friend. It's seeming to be that where he goes,
chaos follows.
Yeah.
Follows, and it's only one person who seems to be the next tame chaos, and that's good old Tom Brady. I don't know if it can withstand that with. I don't. Yeah, get what you can for him. They seen, and I know they seen what they can do without him last year, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know how much of a cap he's holding with the team, but that will free up some money. That's the nature of the business is money and production, and yeah, we know how that goes.
Yeah.
So, majority of them, they gonna y'all know how it is. It's ring you out, and when it come time, it's fling you to.
Bye. Peace.
I definitely want him to come back off of this injury and have success.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That's been a thing too. That injury bug has been biting him.
Yeah,
and it is very hard for people for them to want to. Well, for some players to come back and keep getting money after they're injured. But I'm hoping that he can land somewhere and have that impact.
Jamia, what you think?
I don't really have much to add. I mean, I think Cord covered it. It's interesting just the journey that he's kind of been on in his career. It's like he can't really catch a break. But I do want him to come because he's amazing, right? Like he's a fantastic receiver, super athletic, got great hands, but it just seemed like something always happens, right? Like something always happens with him. So I do want to see him get healthy, but I think, like Cord said, I think he's gonna be gone.
Okay. Wheeler.
I think they're gonna keep him around for one more season. I think he'll come back very, very motivated. Seeing what they did without him, I feel like that's going to motivate him. And I predict Odell Beckham Jr. to get back on track this season. That's my prediction.
Okay.
In a Cleveland Browns jersey.
In a Cleveland Browns jersey. Okay.
Cord, you're happy about that, right?
Right. Boy, where you at with it?
Of course, I want him to come back strong off this injury, man. But if he's gonna be in Cleveland, I don't know, man. I think they'll shop him around. At least see what they can get for him. Because like you said, they went far in the playoffs. They had a nice little run into the season without him, with Jarvis and and the rest of them people, from Michigan that stepped up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one stepped up, and everybody don't play their role with that run game, bro. It's you really don't. Not to say you don't need him, but you don't need him, especially if he's gonna cost all that money. Where do you place him?
Yeah, I mean, with what they just did in the postseason, like, where do you see him, like, plugging him back in, like you say, with
it? That's the point, exactly. Like, and he we all know he needs the ball. Like, he needs the ball. He's that player. Like, if he's not getting fed the ball, he's not happy. And I don't care. Any receiver wants the ball.
Seen what that looks
you can
like.
play wherever you want to, but if you don't get the football, especially when you're a number one guy and you get like 2 targets a game, whether you win or not, I don't care what you say. You're gonna be upset at the end of the day. Like, bro, I got 2 targets, 1 catch for 5 yards. Yeah, we won. We won. Yeah, congratulations. But no, bro, I can't hit. I can't get my incentives. I can't hit no benchmarks in my career. It takes me nowhere. You know what I mean? So, I don't know where he would go, but I don't think he'll be in Cleveland too much longer. It sucks for him, man. That boy is a talent outside of this world that needs to continue to play, but not in Cleveland. He got to go.
Steph, what you thinking?
So I am kind of with Wile on this one. That I feel like, so here's why I feel like they'll keep him, because they got so close. And so in their minds, they may be like, this is the one piece we were missing that could have got us over the hump. You know what I mean? Like the potential to, how we do as human beings, period. We do this. We think of this grand scheme of what that one thing could just make things better. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like he'd be that one thing that they say, we're going to try for 1 year. Healthy OBJ. And let's just see what it looks like. Because we got that far without him. It's the imagine what can happen with him kind of mindset. I feel like they'll have.
I think they already have evidence what will happen with them. And that's why I know, I don't know, but I truly believe that they're going to shop him and they're going to get a few pieces for him. One, I'm gonna tell you one big piece that can land in Cleveland if they make a deal to get rid of him in that salary. JJ Watt. They can get JJ. Huh?
Enough said.
Yeah, but I don't even think that would be it. I think that trade could yield them a few pieces. You know what I'm saying? And to open up some space in order to get JJ Watt, because he says that he wants to play in Cleveland, per sources.
They already cut JJ Watt, right?
The Houston Texans did.
Yeah. They did. So it necessarily wouldn't be a trade. It would just be
no, not trade straight up from him. But I think the salary will open it up for them to bring him in. Because he's on the back nine of his career. You know what I'm saying? So he probably isn't going to demand the type of money that he could, but you're still going to have to pay him something. You're going to have to pay him good money to come for a year or a few years. So to get, OBJ off the books, you may have to make a move to get rid of him and get rid of that salary and bring in some extra pieces.
Come on, General Manager Jared.
Listen, Cord, let me tell you something. I tell Jared this all the time. He is the ultimate businessman when it comes to sports. That's how his mind works. Like, it's always about the business of the sport for him. Like,
Stephanie, it says the sport business.
Yeah.
The sports lover.
Right.
Business. They business.
Yeah.
It is.
So JB,
he is that man.
JB, if Cleveland got Watt, you think they can actually push for a ring? Like, do you honestly think they'll push for a ring?
I think if they get Watt and a few other pieces, especially on the back end of the defense, they can compete for a ring. I think that they are. I think that
who they gonna have to see again?
We're going to see a decline. We're going to see a decline from the Ravens, and we're going to see a decline certainly from Pittsburgh, and we've already seen it actually. We don't know if Big Ben's coming back. My bad. Go ahead, Court.
Oh no. I was saying you think we're gonna see a decline from the Ravens?
Yeah. I think we're gonna see a decline from the Ravens. I think the Ravens are, if I'm not mistaken, they were up there in salary cap and they still got to pay Lamar.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, he is gone. Dang.
He's up.
Yep.
And so they gave Calais Campbell all that money.
Yeah.
They traded for, was that Ngakoue?
How much they gave it? Calais,
I don't know. It's in the teens.
A zillion years in the league.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but they wanted some pass rush, so they went and got him, and they traded for after Ngakoue left the Jaguars, he went to Minnesota, and they went and grabbed him, and so they're going to be a cap casualty, I think.
Oh, that's a friendship dude. Just throw that out there real quick.
Huh?
Friendship Collegiate Academy.
Who?
Yannick. Yeah.
He went to Collegiate,
baby. Yes, sir.
Oh man, I didn't know that. Okay,
Hey,
DC or nothing.
Oh my gosh, please, Lord, help me.
DC or nothing.
Collegiate list out there, baby.
Yeah.
They produce nothing but stars out there, though.
I cannot take it,
Man.
Lord.
This man said DC or nothing.
My teammates went to Friendship actually.
Yeah? Who?
Steve Murray.
Steve Murray.
Yeah, he came out and
That might have been before you.
At what school?
you said at Friendship, right?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm tripping. It's a friendly in DC too.
Oh, it's in Maryland.
Okay,
Friendly,
friendly.
high school.
Yeah.
He went to
There we go.
That's what Joe Hayden was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh Lord, all of this here, yeah. Anyway,
Hey, y'all know the football community is very it's large, but it's very small.
It's a few degrees of separation between, you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
folks. So
it's like three degrees of separation in football. It may be 2.
Right.
It may be 2.
Yeah.
I think we our next guest isn't gonna be on, right?
No, I didn't hear anything, so we just assumed no.
All right, so we
got a little time.
We'll still go with that. Who's really right though?
Really right. Oh, I'm with it. Let's go.
And I'm a bring someone else in to join us for this 7 o'clock hour.
Jesus.
My bro Lamont Thompson, what's going on, man?
Hell.
Peace and love, brothers and sisters. How y'all doing? What's going on? Happy 100th episode.
Man,
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
This is so dope, for real.
Yeah, I've been tuning in. I don't even know what the topic is for the Who Really Right tonight. I just know Stephanie is the correct answer.
Oh,
And you know what though? The one we just went over though, that'll be measurable. We can look back at that in a couple months and be like, all right, if he's still in Cleveland,
right.
Stephanie is still on her streak, and she's always Who's Really Right. But I'll get my one. If he gets traded, I'll get my one.
Yeah, listen, Elder, that whole playoffs thing. Did you see how ugly it was for him?
Oh yeah, it was bad. Oh, let's say goodbye to Jamia. Jamia has to run.
Okay.
Jamia, we appreciate you. We super appreciate you for coming.
Yes, thank you.
Being one of our first guests, you and Cord.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations again, 100 episodes. Nice to meet
you
here. Y'all have a great rest of the show.
All right.
Thank you.
I'll see ya.
See ya.
All right, so we're gonna jump right in with this Who's Really Right. Because we knew that there was going to be a trade with Carson Wentz. We didn't know. Well, I think we kind of had an idea where he was going to go, but we didn't know for certain. So he was traded to the Colts, and I want you guys to tell me who won this trade. the Eagles or the Colts? Steph, we're gonna start with you first because like most of the time, ladies first.
We say this every time.
Right.
So we know how I feel about Carson Wentz. So I feel like he's like one of the biggest busts we've had, but hey, whatever. Yeah, on that Ryan Leaf tip. But anyway, I'm going to say
that's harsh.
I am going to say that the Eagles win in this only because they got rid of him and they've got Jalen Hurts. I feel like they're gonna be fine.
Okay.
Like it don't even matter. I didn't even look up who they got. It didn't matter. You just got rid of him. That's a win for me.
That's okay. I do see that.
That's a win for me. Cause he's not that dude.
Cora, what you thinking?
I'm gonna go with the Eagles with this one too. I do want Hurts to. I want him to. Move out the way. Get the hell out the way. Just get out of the way.
Exactly.
Just get him out the way so he can. He can do what he needs to do.
For sure.
All right, L, you just jumped in, man. What you think about this trade? Who you think won?
I agree with Stephanie. The Eagles,
shocker.
They're gonna go with some fresh talent, man. Carson Wentz is one of those names that gets thrown around a lot, and you've heard it enough. And I think it's time for him.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
Okay. Wele.
This one's tough for me. And what were the details of the trade? I know it was some draft picks. What?
Yeah, they only got draft picks back. I think they got a third rounder in 2021 and then a second rounder in 2022.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I really want to say that that's not a bad look for the Colts, but I don't know. I guess I'll go with the Jalen Hurts. We want to see him win because I do want to see him win. But I wouldn't be surprised if Carson Wentz plays okay in Indianapolis because if I remember correctly, when Carson Wentz first got in the league, he didn't play too bad. I don't remember all the numbers per se, but I don't remember him playing that bad. Sometimes being an athlete, going through stuff can kind of change your whole mindset and give you a new added piece of motivation. But that don't always be the case because we saw what happened to Cam Newton last year. I love Cam Newton, but so that don't always be the case. But and the Colts have some talent over there too. So I don't know. We'll just see. I don't think it's as much of a losing trade as everybody's saying. I was saying on social media, I don't know.
No, people are saying like they going to the Super Bowl with him. I'm like, what?
Carson Wentz?
Yes. I'm like, what? Wait, what?
People, they was tripping. I ain't gonna go that far, but I think he's gonna be all right though.
That first season, was the first season in the Super Bowl?
Second.
That was the second
season when he got hurt.
That was the
Nick
MVP
Foles.
truck.
That's when he got hurt at like week 14.
Yeah, that was
15.
Nick Foles. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's my flip side of the coin to this. My flip side to the coin to this is he actually had a true black quarterback experience. And this is why I say that. Most black quarterbacks are expected to come into the NFL and play and produce right away. We do not get to sit behind
develop
behind a great like the IEs,
That's a great point.
My boy over at Green Bay,
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
A lot of them, they actually don't start playing.
No, they don't.
Until they're like 28.
Yeah.
Right.
Like 28, 29-ish. You've matured a ton in that time span. So to that, you got a point there. So it might be that blossom situation for him in I mean systems too. system really.
they matter. They matter a bunch.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Just
maybe this is what Dwayne needed, huh?
Yeah,
Dwayne needed 4 years.
It also just makes for a better story if Jalen Hurts does something with that team.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It really does. But it just made me think about it like, we throw our boys out there. They don't get developed. They don't get to, and it's just like, we always got to learn.
That's
on
a
the
great
fly.
point.
We got to learn on the fly.
On the fly. You ain't never lied, dog.
You got to learn on the go. And then they just be like, oh, yeah, he's a runner. He's this, he's that.
All right.
Well, yeah, because he's running for his life. Y'all ain't
They ain't talking about them not paying the lineman the block for him.
No, like
exactly. They won't tell that story, but he running all the time because he got no choice.
All right, so boy, where you at with it? What you thinking?
I'm with it, Philly. I'm with everybody on that, man. Philly, I think Philly won in that. I think they just needed to part ways because I'm not on stuff like saying the man boo boo like trash. Like, I won't say that.
That was deep.
That was harsh.
That one hurt me, and I don't even know the brother. You know what I'm saying? But I think the dude is actually talented, man. I just think I don't think just him and Philly, they just don't see eye to eye. And, you know, it's better for him to get out. You know, Jalen had the last couple games to show his talent, showcase what he got. And I think he can do the same thing that Wentz did. He stayed healthy, man. I think he can make a push for them anyway. So, and it was a fair trade. They didn't give up much. You know, it wasn't no ones or nothing like that giving up. So, but Steph, he did get that $34 million a year deal. I think it was 34, somewhere between that. So he worth something. He worth something. You know?
No. Okay. But
that's why my man Dak trying to get all that money. I'm with you, Dak.
He should be.
Just come on,
He's proven.
Give my man 40.
Himself.
Come on the way.
40 what?
Money? No, Dak Prescott.
40.
Come on to DC.
Hey,
Dak.
I'm a Cowboy fan, so that's why I say I'm a Cowboy fan. So I want him to just come and stay home in Dallas. But
I'm gonna forgive you for even saying that you're a Cowboy fan.
You got right. when Zeke in the backfield, bro, it make a lot. Whoa! Y'all I ain't gonna just skip over y'all talking about me being a Cowboy fan like that. That it ain't gonna rock like that.
With the Cowboy fan.
I'm saying you from Miami.
Hey. Yeah, I hate the Dolphins. You know why? Because I've never liked Dan Marino, so I've never been a Dolphin fan.
That was years ago.
Dan Marino, wait.
Exactly.
What?
So, and that's what
with Cleo Lemon, man.
Bro, I'm just saying, Dan Marino, bro. I don't like him. I don't like him. He don't get the credit. It was all about Mark, the Duper brothers, man. Mark Clayton, Mark Duper, man. Them boys was rocking, but they gave all the credit to Dan Marino. And I don't like the Dolphins for that. I would never like the Dolphins. They stink. They trash.
Oh, okay. Tell us how you really feel.
He's really right.
Tell us how you really feel. Okay.
He's delusional if he thinks Dak is coming back to Dallas.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Y'all don't think he coming back?
No. We can have that who's really right now.
Right. Yeah. We can have that one. We can plug that segment in right now.
Right now.
Y'all got time? Jay Reed, do y'all got time for this right here?
Nah, we got to keep going because we
ain't got time. So
we got another. We got another guest we got to introduce before I give my take on this Eagles Colts thing. We got the Cooks.
What up, Cooks?
What's up, cousins?
Can you hear us?
I can't see Cooks.
We can't see y'all. Hey, Cooks. Look, their daughter is the Zoom expert at 5, so I know they know what they're doing.
Oh man.
Respect.
There we go.
There we go. Okay.
The Cooks.
How y'all doing?
There we go.
Good. How y'all doing?
Good.
Little technical difficulties.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
We're not claiming
that. From the IT man? Okay, sure.
No.
All right, so before we get to y'all, you guys, we were in the middle of this Who's Really Right, and we're gonna actually ask your opinion on it. So I'm actually gonna go against the grain here because I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why though. This has nothing to do with Carson Wentz. I think the only loser here is Jacoby Brissett, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Carson Wentz's best years was with Frank Reich as his offensive coordinator. He's reunited with him, and I feel like Frank Reich can bring the best out of Carson Wentz. But did you see the Eagles press conference with their new head coach? And do you see their head coaching staff?
I missed it.
And y'all gonna pick the Eagles? Y'all really going with the Eagles after seeing that coaching staff?
Okay,
press conference?
That might be,
man.
that might be one of the worst press conferences I've ever seen.
The good
in my
thing
life.
about it is that football wins and losses aren't counted in the press conference. Okay?
It happens on the field. It happens on the field.
Okay, so
but if that was an indicator, Jesus, the Eagles in trouble.
Come on.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
It was bad. It was worse than the Detroit Lions head coach.
Nah, I won't say that.
Nah, you don't think so?
My man was talking about taking the kneecaps. My man took it back.
Now see, but you can relate that to the field. My man Sirianni couldn't answer a question.
I don't know, Jared. I don't know. I
You don't
don't
know?
see people that just don't like doing
They don't
it.
got it.
They don't
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
it.
that's what I was
Media
about to
training.
say. Like, we really basing their ability to coach off of what they can do in a press conference.
Well,
Well,
one,
When it's that bad, yeah.
this coaching staff is all white. Everything.
Bad, man.
Keep in mind,
Everybody on the coaching staff looks the same.
keep in mind, the Eagles head coach is the same guy who interviewed in khakis and a polo. So
We talked about this. The white privilege of interviews.
That's him?
But
That's that guy?
Yes, that's him. That's that guy,
That's
Nick
that
Sirianni.
guy.
I get it.
But the thing is,
makes sense.
Look, I
the
get
Eagles
it.
ownership went and got casual to make him feel better.
Right. No, I know that. Yeah. That's got anyway. Okay.
Because of that, I don't want them to win. Because of that.
Okay.
And I
It's
was,
just
and I was
some of
born in
that.
Philly.
All right. Just say you don't want them to, but if we're
I still don't
talk about what the real question was, who won? It's still
who won the trade? Yeah,
The Eagles won the trade. Period.
Well, I don't think they're gonna have much of a team to do anything with those pieces that they get in the second and third round anyway. And so I do think that Carson Wentz getting reunited with Frank Reich is going to be the move, and I think that's going to work out well for the Colts and him. And remember they were a playoff team last year.
Okay.
And they did it with Phillip Rivers.
Well, wait a minute now. Okay, never mind. We got to keep going. Ask the Cooks. Their
All right,
opinion.
Cooks.
I'm gonna leave that alone because
What
you're
you
gonna
guys
say
think?
Carson Wentz and Philip. Okay, whatever.
Who won the trade? Who won that Carson Wentz trade? The Eagles or the Colts?
is that for us?
Yeah.
Yes.
I would probably say, I don't know. I don't know if it's a winner or I don't know if it's a true winner, to be honest. I think it might be a break even because while the Colts, they get younger at quarterback, they still had to give up some stuff to get him. So, that's draft capital. And obviously the Eagles weren't going to play him as a starter. And they didn't need him to win the Super Bowl. So it's obvious that, the Eagles was going to be on there. They were parting without him regardless, right? So, did they win draft picks? Yeah. For an asset that they weren't going to use anyway. So maybe I guess you could say the Eagles slightly.
And getting that salary off the books.
That's true. They eating $30 million in dead money though, right?
Are they?
Yeah, that's what I read. I read that they were going to eat $30 million in dead money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ugly.
Yeah, that's painful.
Yeah, I'm about to say that alone might be an L.
That might swing everybody's opinion.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Like,
30 mil.
Yeah, 30 mil. That's
Sheesh,
no
I
joke.
thought they got rid of the whole salary, but yeah, that's
I read that they was going to eat $30 million in dead cap. That's what I read.
okay.
Wow.
I didn't dig into the particulars of that deal, but I guess that does make sense when you think about it. Wow. So I'm going with the Colts. I got to go with the Colts.
Whatever. Okay.
But let's get to the Cooks. You guys, let us know what you guys have going on right now.
So, first, congratulations on the 100th episode.
Thank you.
And so ours, who's right? I don't know. We might be on the same page, but we'll see what everybody else thinks. But ours is, what can the NFL do to rehab their image and on race and racism, with all the issues, and things like that. So what can they do? What can the NFL do to kind of, I guess, right the ship? Well, first, for me, I had to look up, what are they doing? I wasn't even aware of what they doing. What are they doing? They do have some initiatives, that they're working on. And I did read, they put, I think it was like, they committed several $1 million to a couple of nonprofits, like the Boys and Girls Clubs and some things like that. So they definitely are. Yeah, exactly. They're definitely putting some money. They're pushing some money there. In my opinion, I think the first thing they need to do is hire more Black head coaches. I mean, they had an opportunity to do that this upcoming season, and we all know how that went. So, I mean, to start, they could start, with the front office and their head coaches. But I don't know.
I mean, do we have enough time to cover what they need to do?
Jump on in there.
I mean, because I think it's a lot of lip service, right? Because they started with the whole, we're going to do Lift Every Voice and Sing instead of the national anthem. Right. And then, like, what happened to that? And then, like, the NFL, like, they have so many initiatives, right? Like, they do the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, right? And that's the only time that the players can wear pink without getting fined. And then, but they don't do anything for ovarian cancer awareness, which is like the month prior to that. And then they don't do anything during Black History Month, when that's the same time every year that the Super Bowl is held.
Well, somebody, my bad, I ain't mean to cut you off, but I guess somebody mentioned that to the league some years ago. And so in October, instead of them just focusing on breast cancer, they call it One Great Catch. They rolled all of like the different types of cancers into that 1 month.
Well, that's because that's I hate to spill the beans on this, but
I want to spill them.
That's because American Cancer Society pays for that month.
Okay.
Just like Salute the Service, right?
Yes, they pay for the service. Entire month. Pay for that. That's why it was a big conflict about wearing pink throughout the season or not wearing pink for the next month. And that was why it was a big deal about the national anthem, because our big sponsors who pay for this huge November month for you to wear your American flag gloves and all that kind of stuff. We don't want to disappoint the sponsors. So yeah, that's another thing of the sports business.
Yeah. And it's a business. I mean, they gotta make money. I get that. It's a business. That's why I say, instead of focusing so much on the money and the, I know you got to put your money where your mouth is, but you also can weave that in other places. And so, you've got more representation. If you're paying the players fairly, if you're paying the coaches fairly, if you're giving them an opportunity, and if putting diversity through everything, even down to the cheerleaders. I saw something, they were talking about how much the cheerleaders are getting paid versus how much NFL players get paid. That's a thing too. It could be done in other ways other than, like you said, lip service or some kind of like symbolic
or commercial.
Right, a commercial with the players talking about how they feel to be a Black man in America. Like,
If I see my man Ryan from the Tennessee Titans on another commercial, bro, I'm gonna break the TV. I don't want to see Ryan Tannehill tell me about why it's important for me to be Black.
Oh, wait, Gabe. Wait, don't do that. Listen, Jared has some kind of bromance with this dude.
No, listen.
So don't get him upset over here.
No. I'm with him on that. Like, I don't want to hear Ryan Tannehill tell me why it's okay to be black neither. But I only appreciate the fact that
so we don't want to talk about Ryan too much.
I only appreciate that he had a pretty bad career with the Dolphins and he came and rehabbed it with the Titans. So I love that story.
Yeah, I mess with Ryan Tannehill on that, but I don't need no commercials. Like,
I'm good on the commercial.
That's just as bad for me. That's just as bad as Drew Brees wearing the "Say Her Name" shirt. Like,
oh man, Lord. He might have needed to do that after his stance on the.
Listen, that whole flag thing. You better find every way you can to get back in the graces of these folk who got to protect you out here on this field, bro. Like, real talk.
Corey, what you think, man?
Well, I can say that they're trying.
Mm-hmm.
We've done some, some things with them. They actually, helped and did some stuff for a New Breed. So
yeah, they did. Thank you, NFL.
they are trying. We've been a part of some things with Desi, behind the scenes with the NFL, stuff like that. But you are starting to see more of our faces at some behind the scenes. I can say that from doing some things like that. But I 100% agree. These coaches, I don't know why my boy Bieniemy ain't like, he is overqualified for a head coaching job. But I think the tough part about that is like these teams have their own
independent.
They're governed. But it's crazy because it's a lot of back scratching going on.
Oh yeah.
And I could go on and on and on.
A little more than back scratching going on too.
It's a lot of homeboys that's general managers, homeboys they just circle around. It's absolutely. If y'all see in the coaching world, it's just like it's a Ferris wheel. It's a Ferris wheel. If I'm a GM somewhere, you best believe Jerry gonna get a job. You know what I'm saying? If I'm there somewhere, if he lose or win, I don't care. We're gonna make our money, and that's what it is. Like, that's how they think. Like, that's how they think, and that's how certain players get in certain places. It's like the GM was roommates with the agent. Like, this stuff is deep. Like, it's deep. So yeah.
Wow.
Look at the Texans bringing in.
Come on, man.
What was it?
Come on.
Luke.
Come on, man.
Luhan Luke.
Yes.
Like, come on, man. Like, it says something about the league, and each league, organization is ran as a franchise, so they kind of govern themselves how they want to. But it says something about 31 to 30 teams where the league was offering draft picks and capital if you hired a black head coach or a black GM. And only
still wasn't worth it.
Only 3 teams took that up.
Yeah.
Right.
Which even furthermore, just I don't know. I feel like that's even much like a slap in the face. Like it's just like, come on, man. Like, it has to go that far when you look at a team like Tampa who has pretty much all black coaches staff except for
the head. They do.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, when you look at, so we're qualified to be assistants. And it's so deep in that space too, because they hire in that position wise, and they kind of, the assistants become the tamers in a sense. They able to connect with players, and they your homeboys and all. Like, get these people in a position so they can place the people, so they can have success and win, and and they can show what they can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, just give them a shot. Like, come on.
I'll say this.
Go ahead.
I want to say this. And this is always a hot button topic for me. Racial issues and whatnot. The NFL is as American as apple pie, and there's some institutions that we're just not going to be represented. And I always think of the line, "Make another Hove." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At some point, we're going to have to accept that there's just some American institutions that are not going to represent us the way that we want to be represented. NFL is one of those institutions, and if you really feel some way about it, then you won't give it your viewership, you won't give it your endorsement, patron, you know, you won't be a patron of it at all. And that's how I honestly feel about it. You know, we love the NFL for the entertainment value. It has made a lot of brothers, some brothers we even know. You know, shout out to Vernon Davis from Uptown. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers we even know is giving them a lifestyle that they're comfortable and their families are comfortable. And, you know, and that's what we can take from it. And I feel like, I hate to be the defeated attitude here, but that's what we can take from it. And that's what we have to leave it with. You understand what I'm
saying?
Yeah. All right.
I feel that. What you thinking, man?
That's pretty tough to follow up.
Right.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? I had that on my mind.
I agree. I definitely agree with what you're saying. I was just going to say, just, you know, try to get more Black people in positions of like leadership, coaches, GMs, owners. You know, I feel like that is so that might have a positive impact, or that might give us more of a voice. You know what I'm saying? And like, I've had both type of coaches, and I've learned from both type of coaches. I've had white coaches I learned from and Black ones, but as a Black player, I always found myself being able to relate to my Black coaches a little bit more. And what a lot of people don't realize who've never played sports before, your coach he's more than your coach. Or when he's more than your coach, the product on the field is way better. And that's what a lot of people who never play sports don't realize. So, I mean, I just feel like that'll take things to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? So, but like you said, some things is just, I'm not gonna say it won't happen, but it's gonna take a lot of time. It's gonna take a lot of time.
Well, you know, I want to mention, I don't know if she still is or not, but you know, Serena is a part owner of the Dolphins. I never knew that. I don't know if she still is or not, but I know.
Shout out to Serena.
I think last time we checked, she's still
right now. I want to see Serena come back and try this thing again against Naomi. I want to see her.
Oh man, that's the battle of the century, right there.
That's the Ali Frazier of this generation.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Those two women are beasts for real.
It's one thing we know: Father Time. What?
So look, that's true. But listen, Core. You remember a few years ago when I cannot think of her name right now, but she was like the up and coming tennis player at the time, Black. Young lady. Her name escapes me right now, but she beat Serena a few years ago. I want to say it might have been 2015. And everybody was saying like, oh, is this it for Serena? You know, I honestly think that this loss is going to make her go back in the lab.
She is a dog. Like, I'm not, she's the dog, but I'm just saying.
She's going back in the lab, but she coming back harder.
Come on back, Serena.
Yeah. All right, boy. Go ahead, give us your
Wait, real quick. So y'all threw Serena with the Dolphins to make me like the Dolphins a little more, something like that? Because she's a part owner in the Dolphins.
She's a part owner.
He threw that one out there real quick.
Yeah, we were just talking about, you know, we talking about owner, but we also had a topic earlier, the greatest athlete of all time, and I said Serena Williams. When he said that, it was
okay.
We had to wrap it all the way around.
It came full circle.
Okay.
Now, did it sway you?
Respect. No. But I love Serena though. But on this topic, man, it's too many Black coaches that need to have that position. But I think I got to go with Lamont, man, with his perspective on it. I think if we stand together and just be like, man, screw it, man. It's so many of us that make up the league, bro. Like if we don't even watch it, like they gotta. But then it's forcing. It's like forcing their hand. Like you have to do it. I don't want it to be to a point that they're doing it just because of the Rooney Rule or whatever. Like we're qualified to do it. Just put us in a position. Just let us do the job that you allow everyone else to do.
If I'm forcing your hand and I don't want it from you,
it don't feel like
exactly because I don't want a handout. Oh, here, take this. I have to give it to you. No, screw that, man.
Yeah.
Like, I earned it. You like you said, look at Tampa and look at that entire staff, all the coordinators, all of the coordinators on that squad look just like me.
Yep.
Yep.
And we all
Black and ugly, baby.
And we,
capable.
You know how we do.
He highly capable.
and we all know that the coordinators are actually the ones who run the show. The head coach just
The head coach is just the orchestrator.
They're just the face. They're the face.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was my point last week. Everybody talk about TB. That Tom, in other words, Tom Brady. No,
Byron.
TB. Todd Bowles won the Super Bowl. Let us be
Todd
clear.
Bowles
That
and
TV.
Byron Leftwich.
Byron
Leftwich, baby.
Look,
But
DC
that
nothing.
defense shut down.
Stop it,
That
Greg.
defense
Stop it.
was it.
No, it was.
The defense
shut
was
down-
it. That defense
shut down Mahomes
was
the way he
listen.
did,
Todd
yeah.
Bowles was the man for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Period.
I want to say
Period.
he took his game plan from a local team. That's all I'm gonna say. Executed it better with better players.
Oh man.
Come on.
Where's his
somebody
local?
finally to
Are
be
you-
on
where's-
here to
are you
talk
saying the
about
Falcons?
Atlanta people with me. Thank you,
We
all these DC
Wait,
folks.
time out. Where's local for him?
Atlanta gave
We're Atlanta folks.
Atlanta was the only team this season to hold the Chiefs to 17 points or less. During the
Atlanta's the same. That's the same team that.
Well,
They're in a lot of
I can't speak for the
categories
rest
this
of
year.
the season.
There's a lot of categories that are not good.
You're not slandering the Falcons on this show. We ain't slandering
No,
the
well,
Dirty
that's
Birds.
right. We like, come
We
on.
ain't slandering them
Listen,
Dirty Birds.
thank you.
Man,
I
That's
tell
right.
y'all what. I tell y'all what, and I ain't gonna go all day.
They deserve
I
the
can go all
slander.
day. When I talk about them Falcons, I can go all day, but I'm gonna say one thing. If we get Russell Wilson,
Jesus
I
Christ.
want to come back on this show and we get Russell Wilson and take your hats off.
You know
take
you
the
both
earphones
Cord.
out.
Thank you,
I
Cord.
said it.
Thank you, Cord.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
You got it, man. Let me tell you
Hey,
something.
There's a whole lot of ifs.
You
in this
got a better
thing right
chance
here.
to find a snowman in hell. Okay.
It's on the record. It's on the record. Y'all heard it here first.
Oh,
Appeal to the real podcast. Y'all heard it here. Russell Wilson to the Falcons.
You'll never see
my
Falcons
God.
win the Super Bowl. Never.
The
You
one
won't.
category
They
that I
had-
do like that we in is we hired a black GM. I mean, granted,
Yeah.
and
Like we
Congrats
made
on
that
that.
happen.
let me
Congrats to
give my take on this because I'm upset by the trend of this, that these owners are going out hiring their head coaches first and then hiring the GM, which
Yeah.
to me says that you don't have the amount of power that we say that you have. Because give me your take, Cord.
Well, what happens is so Pete Carroll became the GM and then they hired Schneider. So they're following this kind of copycat situation because in cahoots is like, if you hire the coach first and then you hire, okay, well, who will be the GM is because you're going to kind of cipher the talent through in a sense. So it's a little I understand it from that side of it because it's like, okay, now I got a little bit more say so because now, okay, boom, I can filter in the type of player that I need through this general manager in a sense. But I get it. I 100% get it. I get it.
But wouldn't that be a reason to hire the general manager first and then have him bring the coach that fits the system that he has in mind instead of like just having to accept it?
Well,
right? Like
the general manager doesn't necessarily determine the system.
Right.
The head coach determines the system. The general manager's job is to go and get the players that fit the coach's system.
Correct. Yeah, but so if you're a general manager and you say, this is the type of team that I want to build, right? Because even if the general manager doesn't determine the system, he still has to get the players for that system, right?
Yes.
And so if he has a certain system in mind that, okay, this is how I want to run the West Coast, right? So I'm going to go get a West Coast, guy as my head coach.
I guess I'm saying that the GM doesn't have that power.
That say so.
System in the sense of the system.
Right.
Like majority of the systems that I've seen that has success, like the Pete Carrolls and the people like that.
Right. It's gone that way.
So Pete Carroll is the vice president and the head coach.
So
he falls above the GM and below.
Crazy.
But the best combinations they are like you saying, like it's like me and you. If we coming in, I know what kind of players you like. I know what works best for your system. I know how to go out and get these players. So I'm going to bring in the system that's going to provide those players for the system. With the Falcons it's been because you had one general manager for I don't know how many years, and then you cyphered in all these different coaches, but his general managing style was for who was not before the last Jesus. He done been there so long. But I've been
before Dan Quinn, it was Mike Smith.
His style was more for Mike Smith.
Because he hired Mike Smith.
You mean Dimitroff?
Yes, Dimitroff.
Dimitroff.
Yeah. Terrible at getting players that fit for Dan Quinn's system. Yeah. And I told people that. When they were it didn't seem like it was any synergy with the type of player that I know that system needs because I played in Seattle to what they were recruiting. I'm just like, this makes no sense. I'm like, it makes no sense. Even like for the moves that they made in the offseason, we've never made in Atlanta, we've never made big. We get guys on the hell of their career.
Yeah.
No,
that's Steven Jackson. That Steven Jackson pickup a few years back was
and I love that was I played with him. Right?
Yeah, he man. But he was
it was on the tail end of his career.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Listen, he had 2 100-yard games in his tenure as a Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
The man was 37 years old. What he say?
The man was 132.
The man was 137 years old. The man was 130. The life of a running back is very, very like you gonna get 3 years. Like people, I'm telling you, you're gonna get 3
Adrian Peterson is an anomaly.
Years. Yeah. AP, and I'm saying that guy is a freak.
Yeah.
I'm talking about God built him in a
laboratory. Yeah. Just like Derrick Henry and DK Metcalf.
Derrick Henry and DK Metcalf. All of them were built in a lab.
All in the same lab.
Yeah.
So it's just like I just kept saying that. I kept telling my friends, I'm like, hey, I'm not a Falcons fan. I say, but I do know Dimitroff was not. I said it. And then when it happened, I said, if they don't fire Dimitroff, I said, it's going to be
I knew he was going to get fired.
Oh, yeah.
But it made sense because then he married to, we ain't gonna talk about all that stuff. But
That's that good old boy stuff.
Right.
Yeah, we get it.
We our 7:30 slot didn't make it, you know what I'm saying, which we still were able to fill up that time. So
I know Cord said he gotta go, right, Cord?
Yeah, I gotta cut here.
Okay.
So I want to thank y'all for having me on.
Man,
100 episodes, looking for 100 more.
Yes, sir.
It's been great. I enjoyed the conversation, man. The greatest athlete of all time,
LeBron James.
Floyd Mayweather.
LeBron James.
Floyd Mayweather.
Oh my God, I cannot.
Money team. Nah, for real, man. Make sure you get my information step. I want to connect you for real. And like I said, I love all y'all. And thank you.
Yeah, love you too, man.
Hey, Cord, before you go, man, I don't know what you got on Jared because I ain't never seen no one stop in mid-conversation and speak your whole piece and stop. I don't even think he ever finished what he was saying earlier. I was like, dang, what? I was like, what dog got on Jared that just made him stop saying whatever he was saying?
I defer to him, you know what I'm saying, with the expertise of you know what I'm saying, what goes on in the NFL.
I swear, when you got friends like that, man, who need you know?
Right.
I was like, okay. I said he got something on my dog.
Nah, man. But hey, it's love. I appreciate y'all, and hey, I'm looking forward to coming on to the episode, whatever, in the hundreds.
Oh yeah,
man, of course. You fan. Whenever you say you want to come on, you good.
Right.
So I'll see y'all later. All right.
All right. Man. Love you, bro.
Love you too.
All right, man.
All right, L, bro. You gotta let us know what you got going on right now.
Okay. So my topic is
tell us what you got going on first, sir. You got.
Oh, what I got? Oh, I'm sorry.
Stop. Yeah.
Jumping the gun.
Yeah.
Just started our 3rd season of the I Care Too Much podcast. Me and you call him Jared. I know him affectionately as Jethro, both my brother Jethro. We got the I Care Too Much podcast. YouTube. This is our 1st season. We're doing it visually, and we're getting some good responses. We got a couple episodes of the dating game where we pick.
Yeah, that's crazy right there.
One bachelor, bachelorette, and we do it blindly through Zoom, and it's a lot of fun. So go ahead.
Okay, real quick. Wele gotta go. So let's say bye to Wele.
Wele, appreciate you coming on, Wele, man.
Thank you, Wele.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you too. I appreciate y'all having me. Congratulations to the 100th episode. I wish y'all 1,000 more.
Hey man, we receive it.
Y'all got some interesting opinions. Nah, it was cool though, man. I appreciate y'all. It's always a good time coming on here.
Yeah, thank you, Wele.
Thank you.
All right. Take care, baby.
Hey, y'all.
All right.
Hey, Lamont, what's your Twitter handle?
Him downstairs.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. The guy behind the most interesting tweets in the world.
Oh, thank you. That's a compliment. Thank you.
Man.
Yeah. So okay, so my topic is and Jerry, you know, man, this is something that we talk about all.
Oh my gosh, he been itching for this.
Is Giannis's basketball style productive to win a championship? I'm not going to even assassinate this brother's last name. You know what I'm talking about when I say the big freak, the Greek freak.
The Greek freak. That's what I say all the time. The Greek freak. That's right.
The Greek freak. Is his basketball style conducive to win a championship? Okay. I'm going to preface this by saying I've never been a hater in my life.
Oh, Lord.
I never been a hater in my life. So we're going to start with his positives of his game, right? Like, Giannis is a big guy, man. Obviously, that's the given, right? And so you can tell that as a kid, he's always been the big kid on the playground. And he knows how to wield that to his advantage against teams that don't know what to do with the biggest kid on the playground. As we saw when he went up against Golden State Warriors, those kids knew what to do with the big kid on the playground. They swatted the hell out of that ball, to be honest, to a point where the big Jolly Green Giant was defeated. I've seen this. I don't know if y'all know, but I'm officially the Steph Curry of Uptown DC. don't quote me on that, okay? But big, small, tall, lanky, give them to me. I'll rain threes on them all. And that's my game. I'm a short brother, but I know how to work that basketball. I've seen Giannis on the playground before. He's the bully. He's the one that wants to get his way. He might do a couple of things, but who's going to check him because he's the big Jolly Green Giant on the playground.
Right. Oh, hold on, L, right quick.
Okay.
Jerron got to go. J-Boy. Man, we appreciate you coming on. Thank you, man.
J-Boy.
Thank you, J-Boy.
Hey, y'all know I appreciate it. Happy 100. It was a blessing, an honor to be on here and bless the stage with these beautiful people, man. Proud of y'all, and I know y'all gonna continue. But a brother like me is in Philly, and I'm hungry. I'm starving. I ain't ate yet, so I gotta go eat, man. I gotta eat.
Get you some food, sir.
Right.
I will. Thank y'all, man.
Thank you.
All right, thank
we
you,
appreciate
man.
you.
Yeah.
So
I'm sorry. Go ahead, L.
No, it's all good, man. I say all that to say, his style alone is not conducive to winning championships. He's going to need support. He's going to need somebody that has the technical skill that he doesn't have, because the teams that have the technical skill, like the Golden State Warriors, are going to challenge him, are going to challenge his very rugged, very physical game and turn him into the one-trick pony that he's seeming to be. Now, he can be more. This is the positive. The positive is that there's room for improvement. He can be more. He's willing to be more, and who's he working with are a couple of variables there. I don't think that his style alone is going to win him a championship. If you put him on a team that has a what's that kid's name in Charlotte? You know,
LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, you know, if you put him on a team that has somebody that can give him that running gun basketball, if you give him, you know, if he works on his stop and pop shot, you know what I'm saying? I'm old school, so I use those type of terminology. But I just don't feel like his game right now is conducive to winning championships. And it's always going to be that. It's electrifying, it's entertaining to watch, but he's just not a champion right now.
Okay, Cooks, what y'all thinking? Oh, you're mute.
You mute.
Yeah,
There you go.
kids in and out, so we had to mute. Unmute. Nah, man, it's always hard to follow him up. So yeah, right. You know, like you said, you're gonna get somebody who's gonna challenge that, and you got to be able to play faster, and you know, you got to integrate different type of playing styles like finesse and physical. You know what I'm saying? Because I think we saw that with the Golden State Warriors, right? You got finesse with like, you know, Clay and you know Curry, but then you get physical with Draymond, right? And then he'll drop a three, luckily every now and again, but you know it's like you got to have that nucleus, you know, and him being a center, like that's cool, you know, MVP and all, but like you gotta have that support, that foundation, you know.
The Bucks don't have it right now. The Bucks just don't.
Yeah, we've talked about this before. The problem is it's Milwaukee.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to get those pieces, those types of pieces that he needs around him because it's not that sexy place to play.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's not.
Well, you know, honestly, I think with the trades that they made, and they gave up a lot for Jrue Holiday.
They did.
They really did. They gave up a lot for Jrue Holiday, and I don't think he was worth that, but I think he is a really good player. And I think the issue is it's truly just his style of play.
Yeah.
They can be a competitive basketball team when you get to the playoffs, but the reason that they're not is because all of the teams know that
everything
I don't
goes
understand him. Right. He's a ball dominant big man. Like, you know, and he
I don't even know how that works.
Stupid Euro step to the basket, and it doesn't work in the playoffs.
It's the dumbest Euro step I ever seen. And his face is like the most punchable face I ever seen in basketball. It's like, and especially like you ever seen him like shoot a free throw, it's like,
oh Lord, he said punchable face. I cannot really.
It's the worst face in basketball, I swear to goodness, man. This kid.
Man.
Oh
yeah.
Lord.
No, but teams pack the lane, you know, and the issue is you're gonna have to get him his shots, you know, and because he's not a great jump shooter, that becomes the issue. I think that they need to run pick and roll with him and Jrue Holiday, or maybe him and what's the number 22? I can't think of his name. The
don't make
the shooter.
I don't watch them.
Chris Middleton, excuse me.
Middleton. Okay. Yeah.
They need to run pick and roll, sit Middleton over in the corner, run that however many different variations that you can run it in, and do it like that.
Yeah.
Use his athleticism in that way. Making him ball dominant, honestly, is going to always lead to wins in the regular season.
Use him to create the diversion.
That's it.
Point line.
Kick it out. That's it. Yep.
Right, but even with that, because that's kind of what they were doing in the playoffs, like trying to make him hold on to the ball and get to the lane. The lane's already packed and then pushing it out. But the issue was Chris Middleton didn't hold his weight in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that speaks to you all's point about them needing to get some other talent in there.
Support.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. I feel like they play the mindset is almost the old school basketball. You know, when centers used to be like a huge part of the offense, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
And so I feel like they're kind of using that old school mentality when it comes to playing basketball, and it just doesn't work with the way people are. It's too much athleticism.
Yeah,
in basketball at this point. So even if I'm not 7 feet tall, I can still get up and block your stuff. You know what I mean? So it's just different, and you can't play basketball like that.
Shaq revolutionized the center position for what it is. Of course, we had physical centers before Shaq, but Shaq really revolutionized it. and sort of made this facade that if you are that big bully on the playground, that you have a chance to make it to the NBA and show your thing. But we in a NBA situation right now where you got some shooters, man. You got some ballers, right? Like and then there's MCing. Like you got some players and you got some ballers out here, and just that physical style of play just seems very transparent.
Well, I mean, on that note, like it's just you see like a trend in the NBA, right? Where people just it's all about show, right? And I mean, I saw LeBron pull up from the logo, you know?
Yeah, that was
right.
And shoot an air ball, mind you.
Yeah, he caught air, but you know, like he
got enough on
much confidence. But I just feel like that's where it is right now. You know, you just got people like trying to just do it for show. Like, oh, okay, Steph did it yesterday. I'm gonna do it too. You know, so
that's real.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah. And so on I Am Athlete, when the young lady was on there from the WNBA, one of the things that Channing Crowder said that I totally disagreed with is he was like, they're not as physical in women's basketball, but I see them being more physical because now men's basketball is so about finesse and shooting and ball handling and like you said, Gabe, all of this fanfare stuff that they don't even play basketball like they used to play basketball. Like everything, first of all, everything's a foul. Everything's a flagrant, so they can't hardly get around that. But women's basketball is a little more physical than men's basketball at this point, in my opinion.
I mean, the WNBA, they ball, man. I wish they got the credit they deserve. They ball. Those women are ballers. They have technical skill. They had to have the technical skill to be the ballers that they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely physical.
I have to take the Gilbert Arenas view on this, right? Because I think the issue is that, so what you see now in the NBA is that players are either a lot more athletic than what they were in the past, or they're a lot more skilled, right? And so I don't know that the skill level back in those days of the 70s, 80s, 90s is where the skill level is today. Certainly the athleticism isn't. And
wait, we talking about basketball, right?
Basketball. What they relied on.
Did you say in the 90s?
Huh?
Did you say in the 90s?
Yeah, no, I believe the 90s too. Like as far as athleticism and skill, definitely. So the game is going to naturally evolve towards skill. And now I will say that, you know, some players are able to be super athletic to, you know what I'm saying, to overcompensate for skill. But for the most part, the game is naturally going to progress to skill. Like players are going to be more skilled as the game goes along and as it evolves. And so I think that what you see that was removed from the game, like you say that there are a lot more fouls and a lot more flagrants now, is that what couldn't happen is you can't have people elbowing each other in the face and throwing punches like in the older game. And I wouldn't even say that that's physical. Like that wasn't basketball.
No, that's not the part I'm talking about. But yeah.
but even some of like the hard fouling, like I think that the powers that be, like, and I see a lot of the times that we blame these players for what the game is today. The players didn't have anything to do with this. The players had to adapt. It's not much different than in the NFL now that you can't hit players in the helmet, right? They say the game is a lot weaker. Well, we had to change the rules so because people were getting CTE.
Right.
And so you're saying the same thing in the NBA where viewership was down. People didn't want to see, like the NBA used to be on tape delay. People didn't want to see basketball in that form. And now it's progressed to, you know, where, and you know, you disagree with me. You disagree with me, Steph. You disagree with me on the fact that the NBA could possibly take over the NFL at some point.
Yeah, no.
But I think it's possible.
Okay.
I think it's possible.
I mean,
I just want to shout out what the NBA did last season compared to what they're doing this season. The bubble seemed to work. I don't know what y'all thought this season, but the bubble worked last season.
Right. We thought that was the only way that they could do it.
Right. Yeah. Even if you had, we've had whole conversations about bubbling up in different areas and
In
then
different
coming
cities
together
and
at the end for a bubble. But you
Yeah,
can't
for
just
one
be
big bubble.
traveling all over the country and
Right.
think it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I don't care if you put 2 people on a plane and fly 50
Right.
planes, you still gotta cross the country. It's just stupid.
Right. I don't remember the last time we saw KD play. It was that game where he ain't played in the
When they pulled him, that's the last
right.
time.
That was the last time we saw him play. That was like a week
Yep.
and some change ago.
Yep.
And Dennis Schroeder just went out yesterday because of a contact tracing thing. And so like it's just not sustainable. Obviously, for money reasons, they're gonna keep pushing it. And even if they have to like cut a game or something like that, they're gonna do that and then
they
come
just
back
cut
to it.
3. The
Yeah, but
Utah
I mean, they'll
Jazz
come back
got
to
3
it.
games cut. You know, you saw that? 3 games. They
I
just
didn't see
had
that,
3
but that,
games
like-
postponed. So
It only makes sense to go back to a bubble.
But and I will commend the NBA for even introducing the bubble because, like you said, it worked, and I thought that was a good foundation for a lot of other major league sports to build on. Like the NFL, they did it like the most
reckless
way possible, and they could have even gone to a bubble for the playoffs, right? They could have said, okay, for the playoffs, we expanded it, like let's do a bubble for the playoff. They didn't do that.
Nope.
And then that's why, like the Chiefs was missing like half of the offensive line, right? One was injured, one was contact tracing. You just make up the rules as you go. And I thought the NBA did a good job of that. But to go back now because we open, they gotta get.
All I'm gonna say is y'all stay at home.
Atlanta
right?
ain't never closed.
That All-Star game weekend gonna be good and cuckoo.
We not going nowhere.
Yeah, I'm about to say I won't be down there nowhere.
We close.
I might have to go. I might have to Uber Eats me some of them lemon pepper loos though.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Wow.
So we picked those up in person. That's
all right. Man.
Nah, listen, stay out of there too. Thank you.
No.
Yeah, no, that's not but it's interesting. We'll see. You see the NCAA said they're gonna do a bubble style for the
that's what they need to do.
Yeah.
That's what's needed.
Yeah. So I'm glad to see that. Now if we could just get these other fools under control, it'd be good.
I don't think the NFL is gonna go back to limited capacity because look what happened at the Super Bowl, right? I mean, it was packed.
It was stupid.
And we got season tickets, and like when the whole COVID broke out last year, they were like, okay, this is what we're gonna do for members. Like we're gonna extend this to next year. You get the election to like choose like 1 or 2 games if you want to come. Like, I haven't seen any kind of communication like that. It's like, no, we expect you to be here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So
well, y'all go on if you want to.
No.
Put on your hazmat. That's all I can say.
I'm hoping Keisha pull up and do something because
look, you saw she was like, normally we would appreciate you guys coming to celebrate. Don't come to Atlanta.
Right.
You're not welcome. That's right. Tell them the truth. You're not welcome. Don't do it. We good. Like real talk. No, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
This has been amazing.
This has, yo. We super appreciate y'all
amazing.
for coming. I'm so glad that you guys agreed to, come on. I know it was kind of last minute, you know what I'm saying, but we really appreciate you guys for coming on.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah, gotta support Fields to the Real, especially that 100th episode, we in that centennial mark.
That's all right.
L, you my brother, man. Look, I appreciate you coming on. You should have been on here a long time ago.
Hey man, I told you first thing I said, I was like, man, y'all wasted 100th episode to get my. I love y'all, man. I'm a fan. I watch y'all. Yes. I think y'all have very good down to earth commentary. So I appreciate what y'all doing here, and I hope y'all continue to do it straight up.
Yeah, man,
thank you. Yeah. I got to get back with y'all too. I gotta come back on y'all podcast.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna hook you up. We're gonna do.
No.
I was thinking about that when you said the blind date thing. I said,
no.
She already told us she wasn't going for that.
No. I'm good. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Man,
Let us see the virtual episode of Married at First Sight.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Have you seen this lately? Like, I don't know if you've seen it. That fool from Atlanta with you done married this woman and you got somebody else pregnant. Like, no thank you.
Listen, now we only on episode 2. So.
No spoiler alert or nothing.
Sorry.
Right. Well, it's funny. I was telling Melissa that one of the guys on there, we actually played flag football together, like not together. Like, he played on one of the teams, and so like he's like a guy you can't forget, right? Because like when we played flag football, he had like this handlebar mustache, and you know, he's like he CrossFit, so he's like, you know.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You know what I mean? So like
he's a little much.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a lot of him to take in. So but I saw him and I was like, oh wow, that's him. Like you can't mistake him. But so it's crazy.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, I'm good. Thanks though, El. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just take my chance out here in the streets.
Ain't no wrong with it. Look, you know, I don't have any success stories to tell, to be honest with you, you know.
Oh wow.
Get on there, have fun. You know, hopefully the people continue talking. We had like maybe 2 out of 6 so far actually continue talking to be friends, but like love making matches.
All right. Well, and I won't be one of them. So
Oh my God.
Respect.
Well, man, we're gonna end this one with me telling you, Step. When we started this thing, I know that you were super apprehensive about it, but you roll with the punches like a champ, and you know this thing is bigger than what I could have ever imagined. And the fact that we could like get to a 100th episode,
correct,
you know, in a little over 2 years is amazing. So I appreciate you, you know, hearing my idea and not totally dismissing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then really warming up to it. Like, I truly appreciate you for that.
No, listen, let me say this. Thank you for bringing the idea, because it has grown me and stretched me in so many ways. I've seen myself blossom, essentially, just in being able to do this with you. And I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else. I'm going to tell you the truth, because, like, don't you start, sir. Stop playing.
You gonna make me turn on my camera?
I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else. It's been an amazing ride. I can't wait to see where we go. Yeah. I love to hear people talk about our chemistry, because we really are like brother, sister, y'all. Yeah. I mean, like, for real. And so I'm beyond grateful for your, I guess, confidence in me to be able to do this, even with my apprehension.
Yeah. Look, I was gonna keep pushing you too. I was gonna be keeping nudging you. As you remember, we were sitting in
Dunkin' Donuts
on
South Cobb Drive.
Yeah, when I made that suggestion, he was
like, Okay, so full disclosure, Melissa and Gabe are like my little cousins, brothers and sister. Mm-hmm. And so they know me very, very well. And so honestly, they know me to be the person that I don't like to take pictures. I don't like to be in front of nobody's camera. I don't want any of that, right? Never been my thing, but this is really, that's why I said I blossomed, because, you know, it took this to make me say, like, I want to be on I Am Athlete. Who would have thought that, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So thank you, sir. I love you, brother.
I love you too, big sis.
Yeah.
Well, this is the Field to the Real podcast, and we're going to be out now. Thank you guys who are watching live, or if you go back and watch the playback.
Yeah.
Thank you for supporting us. We truly appreciate it.
Absolutely.
It's nothing but love here. And we out. Peace.
All right, black people.
Thank y'all. This